Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying what you are hearing. Now, on to today's story. She was monkey branching. Infidelity. Background info in my first post. Everything makes sense now. During the breakup, she wanted to help me financially and talked about our mutual female friends that I could date them now that we are divorcing. I couldn't believe how she could talk like that. She didn't explain to anyone why she left me and didn't try to get compassion from anyone. She told me that no one needs to know the details, and to me it seemed fishy. She cut contact to friends who were neutral and had expressed how they want to keep in contact with both of us. I felt like she was feeling guilty about something, but since I had no evidence of cheating, I wanted to believe the best of her. After all, she was the girl I had started dating when I was 14 years old, and we lasted for 19 years. I've made huge steps in leaving the past and have felt really indifferent about her for a while. A week ago I heard from an old friend that he didn't have the heart to tell me previously, but like almost 7 years ago he had heard from a mutual friend they had banged my ex. I sent my ex a semi-furious text and she denied it, but I didn't answer. Well, this weekend I found out why we truly divorced. She called me yesterday and said that she would like to come to my place and talk about the accusation and how she hoped I believed her. I said there is no need to talk, it doesn't matter at this point if it happened or not. After that she stayed on the line and basically was just quiet. It felt like she still wanted to talk, but I told that if that was that, let's cut the call. She calls me again and starts rambling about whether I want to be transparent with her about our lives. I told her I don't see any point. We can talk about our kid, but you are part of the past, so there's no need for anything else. She still keeps going and I understand what she wants to say. I told her just say it, it's already clear what you want to say. She then tells me she has been seeing someone for 4 months, but it's casual, not a relationship yet. We broke up 6 months ago. I'm happy that this conversation occurred on a phone. My heart was racing, but I was able to stay cool. I asked her if it's okay. I didn't want my kid to meet a new man yet and she was okay with it. Then this day came. Ex was bringing my kid to my place and I asked her, tell me the truth, does our child know about the man? She said no, but she doesn't want to hold secrets and the kid has heard her talking on the phone with him. I told her that I don't think it's wise to do that yet, now that our kid is finally starting to settle in their new life. They had a serious breakdown in the early winter, and even in that situation my ex didn't accept that it was related to divorce. Then I saw her make the face. The same face she revealed to me during our crisis. If I ask or tell her anything, she gets stubborn and angry. I told her I'm not trying to control her household. I know I have no say in there, I'm just trying to think what's best for our kid. Her answer was, I want to be open with our kid. I stopped the conversation since it was useless. This became a much longer post than I thought, but I needed to give that information. Tonight I had a talk with my kid and told them how it's part of life that after divorce new partners will come at some point, but kids are always the most important thing for parents. Long story short, my ex had told them weeks ago how she has a new boyfriend. So my ex lied to me that our kid doesn't know yet. She had actually shown the man's pic for them. And wouldn't you know, the guy is her colleague. My ex worked crazy hours without any extra compensation. It was male-dominated office, and she had previously told me about getting attention there. All this time I took full guilt of our divorce when she was really monkey branching. But there is an amazing twist in this on a personal level. Me taking the blame, whipping myself mentally, crying to sleep, reflecting, meditating and feeling lonely with my ego and self-image shattered taught me so many lessons and improved my character. I have learned to be merciful to myself and others. Not to react with emotion. Value and love myself. My self-image is actually better than during our marriage, and it all comes to that it's not coming from an outside source. I am giving it to myself. No one will ever define my worth ever again. I value myself, I am number one in my life. I've been proud of myself, how I've handled the worst chapter in my life and how I have been emphatic through all this. I have wanted to understand my ex and why she left to pursue happiness away from family life with me. So many people have told me they can't believe how I've come through everything with calmness and wisdom. I'm glad I took the guilt, cause it made me a better person. This divorce is the biggest lesson my wife ever gave me, and I'm glad we are divorced. I don't want to think I wasted time with her, but can't really help it. At least I'm in my 30s, so there's lots of time left for my new life. I have stayed alone all this time because I realized I must do it to get independent. I had never been alone previously. And I do enjoy it very much nowadays. I'm happy and don't need anything I don't have. It would have been a mistake to rush to a relationship. But back to the just revealed info. This info doesn't hurt that much, but it disgusts me. She was and still is living a lie. How come she insisted to tell me about the man but still downplay how serious it is and lie about our kid knowing? She's so selfish, it's hard to understand. I feel humiliated. Also scared since I can't trust her at all, but I have to co-parent with her. I'm feeling kinda mad now, and I don't want this to last. I want to get back to not caring. I know at this point that letting go is easier with sympathy. This info just proves that I can't trust her even in co-parenting, so I'm feeling kinda lost. At this point I have decided not to confront her yet. Her early actions have proved she felt some level of shame about all this, and I'm not going to help her come clean. She can do it on her own if the guilt ever comes too much to carry, or if I meet the man at some point. Worst is behind, that gives me peace, and I will overcome this too. Edit, this day has been a roller coaster. Everything hit me in the morning, and I broke into tears. Went to work and was mentally stuck. But after processing this all, I feel relieved. This proves her low value. I have lost nothing valuable. I am free, and tomorrow will be a better day. Boy meets girl. Post-separation. Boy, do I have a story to tell you. We separated last August after being together for 19 years. We started dating when we were teenagers. We are in our 30s now. Last week I found crucial info that proved my gut feeling was right, but I didn't want to believe anything bad about my wife back then. Now that feelings are gone, I realize she manipulated me, and used gaslighting to skew my vision. I made a list of all the changes in her last year, and everything started at the end of 2019. She had started a new job a few months earlier in a male-dominated office with diverse backgrounds. Before that she worked in her parents' family business. The list: November 2019, a big overnight party with her co-workers. Late 2019, went crazy about Afrobeat music. This genre comes from Nigeria. December 2019, all of a sudden became very sexual for few weeks. January 2020, started to lose weight. Big time. Early 2020, started to consider smoking weed. Not sure if she tried it. Early 2020, bragged how they're calling her Miss, company's name, and how guys wanted to take group pictures with her at work events. Early spring 2020, was proud when she found out that her boss's son had seen her picture and said, "I want her number." June 2020, cautiously told me something was wrong in our relationship, but wants to work at it. BTW, didn't do any work. July 2020, told me she wants to break up and seemed defeated that I wanted to fight for our relationship. July and August she wrecked me mentally and emotionally. She was in a hurry to divorce. I did everything wrong and she became extremely cold and angry. She actually laughed when she saw my antidepressant pills that I had started. She told me that she hopes I can make her feel something on our anniversary, and the day after that told me I had 1 month to make everything work, otherwise I should give her the divorce nicely, and wanted me to shake hands on that. August 2020, she pinpointed the reasons for divorce on me, and I accepted the blame and told her we should divorce if she doesn't want to feel anything. Post-agreement to divorce, she started to help me financially and told me how I could date our female friends. I couldn't believe her and knew she felt guilt but had no proof. Everyone saw the signs of cheating and my gut told me the same thing, but I didn't believe it. I owed her to defend her and believe the best of her. September 2020, we had lots of mutual friends, but she immediately cut contacts on everyone. September 2020, she told me it's best we don't tell anyone about details of our breakup. This seemed fishy because I believed I was the problem. Why would she protect my reputation? Late 2020, started to post about Nigeria's riots. This was her first political post ever. She just never cared what's going on around the world. Why now? Why Nigeria? The missing pieces were handed to me this month. She called me last weekend rambling how she wishes to be transparent with me. I told her I'm not interested, you are part of my past, so there's no need to share anything that's not related to our daughter. She kept at it and I realized she wants to tell me about a new man. I told her to go ahead, it's quite clear. She told me she has started to see someone since December, but it's not serious yet. Just casual dating. I asked her if it would be okay not to tell our kid yet and she agreed. I'm still oblivious. I'm thinking she's met someone new and rationalized everything with how she had already worked through the divorce while I was blindsided, so of course her recovery is faster. Then comes the next day and she drops my kid off. I ask her to step aside and ask her to tell me truthfully what our kid knows. She tells me that she hasn't told anything but is not going to live in secrecy. The kid has heard her on the phone with the new guy. I tell her once again I don't think it's wise to tell the kid anything yet, since everything is so new and they are finally becoming stable in all these changes. She tells me she wants to be open with the kid and gets frustrated. At this point I know she can't handle anything if I disagree with her, so I disarm the situation saying just put children first and stop the conversation. Day later I had a talk with my kid and told them how it's part of life that after divorce new partners will come at some point, but kids are always the most important thing for parents. Long story short, my ex had told them weeks ago how she has a new boyfriend. So my ex lied to me that our kid doesn't know yet. She had actually shown the man's pic for them. And wouldn't you know, the guy is her colleague. Also a Nigerian. This explains interest in Nigerian culture and politics. My ex worked crazy hours without any extra compensation. It was male-dominated office and she had previously told me about getting attention there. All this time I took full guilt of our divorce when she was really monkey branching. I almost killed myself because of my failure. This knowledge actually set me free. I can finally see clearly. My instinct was right, but I was under the manipulator's influence. Previously I thought that my ex was a gift that I had lost, but now I see, me losing her was the gift. I haven't lost anything of value. I'm finally free? This new information brings me to a new territory. She's been playing chess while I was playing checkers. Unfortunately I have a child with her, so I can't stop playing with her, but I can join her and move to playing chess too. I feel like everything has to be strategically planned out at this point. I knew that this info is not something I can react with emotion, so I let a couple days pass by to cool down. I realized that confronting her now doesn't bring me anything. I have nothing to gain if she confesses or denies. No. This info is valuable and should not be given out without a thought. This is a wild card if used correctly, if it ever comes to that. I decided to test if she sticks to her story by acting like I know nothing and still believe her. I asked her to come talk with me. I told her that I think it's important that we respect each other as parents and put our child first. Basically, I repeated things she told me and she stuck by them. She could have come clean and told that our kid knows already, but nope. I told her it meant a lot to me and how fair she was by telling me first about the man and not going to our child before that. That should bring some weight to her baggage if she has any conscience left. I also said if you've been dating him for a few months, it's not a good idea to introduce him to our child. She needs time to learn this man's values and how she behaves in a conflict. Lol. Tell the truth, you've been ducking for over a year, or stay silent and agree. You guessed it, stay silent. She agreed on everything and told me she's impressed how I've taken the news she's dating, and she's read articles on how to bring a new partner in this kind of situation in life, so it was clear to her to tell me first. She told me that for her it was important that she can share things because of our history. She told me that maybe it brings me relief that the man is a Christian. Cool, home-wrecking Christian. Great values. She also said that when time comes, I can tell her about my partner. She must feel so mighty seeing me alone, but I told her that I know, but I'm not in a hurry. We dated since teens and this is my first time to be single, so I want to keep self-improving and concentrate on myself without rush. She's very good at this. She seems so real in her lies that she must believe her story as well. We were very codependent through our relationship. I've now learned for the first time in my life to be independent and want to keep working on myself. I don't need outside validation to know I have value, quite clearly 5a diaresis 5i%. When I go to a relationship, I want to be whole by myself and have healthy boundaries. The path she took doesn't give her independence, self-growth, time to reflect on lessons from past relationships, and is still based on codependency, especially since she cut all her friends off. I hope she got what she wanted with her affair partner. I wonder what is left when the excitement of cheating and secrecy is over and a normal relationship starts, especially since the foundation of their relationship is based on cheating. She is pretty, but that's all she can offer. She's one of the most boring persons you have ever come across, and her taking the guy's culture shows how empty and how impressionable she is. She's like dough. She doesn't deserve anything from me, not even a thought, but as a cautionary example of how rotten people can prove to be. I'm not going to help her come clean. It's not my responsibility to fix this anymore. Let her feel the weight of her decisions. Let her one day realize what she did with letting me take the fall for breaking our marriage and family unit just cause she doesn't have a spine, to be honest. I have closed the door and she will never have another chance. I'm the one that got away. She left me in ruins, but I have rebuilt myself. I'm bulletproof and I'm walking away as a new and improved man. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Have an awesome day or night, wherever you are.